As you age, something shifts within. It is not a line you can draw, marking the age when the shift occurs. But gradually, silently, it happens. For me, this shift began as I approached my 50s. I was in a safe and comfortable job, earning a good paycheck with respect and just 10 years to retirement. I had the corner cabin, the perks, and the position. But I wasn't happy. Something was missing. There was something I had been postponing for the future. I always wanted to be my own boss, but life slowly happened, and somewhere along the way, I changed. In college, I was a rebel, or at least I believed I was. I would speak my mind, especially through the elocution contests I participated in, but over the years, I lost that voice, the one that questioned, the one that dreamed aloud. And maybe that's the real loss we rarely speak of. Not money, not status, but losing touch with our own voice. The one that spoke before the world told us how to be. As I neared 50, it became clear. I could no longer push my dreams into the future. By 60, it would be too late, so I jumped. Despite all the sane advice of friends and well-wishers, I finally chose to listen to my heart. And as I moved out, I noticed a few shifts. Seeking approval dropped. I had no boss to please or ask for approval, no job to save, no promotion ladder to climb, no office politics to navigate. Annual appraisals stopped long ago. I remember those yearly rituals of formally sitting across the table being evaluated. I don't think anyone comes out of appraisals feeling truly happy. Approval is addictive, but freedom begins the moment we stop outsourcing our worth. I became the CEO of my life. I now decide what I want to do with my day, when I want to take a break, which clients I want to work with, and how much work I want to take up. I make the decisions. I take 100% responsibility. There is no one else to blame. That is both terrifying and liberating, because now the wins are mine, and so are the failures. But finally, I feel alive. I began focusing on what truly matters. In my second act, over time, I asked myself, what truly matters to me? And the answers were simple. The people I love. Good conversations with friends, reading a book, walking in nature, contributing my best gifts, feeling life. Somewhere I began to understand what is enough, and the chase for more stopped. The irony is you need to get everything to realize you don't need much at all. I stopped comparing. Most of my life, I felt like I was on stage, that I had to be better than others. Titles and possessions became the markers of success, signs that I had arrived. But in my second act, I stopped comparing myself to anyone. I cycle not to compete, but because I love the wind on my face. I write to express myself, not for likes or vanity metrics. When you stop competing, you start living. You stop chasing someone else's finish line, and you build your own rhythm. From chasing titles, I began seeking significance. The question I now ask myself more often is, what can I give back? What can I contribute? How can I make a difference? What is the legacy I want to leave behind? Significance is not about leaving a name on buildings. It's about leaving warmth in people's lives. The body does age. No matter what one does, the truth is, aging happens. I've seen it in the form of cervical spondylitis, pain in the knees, and fatigue. Somewhere acceptance had to come in. You can fight aging, or you can embrace it with grace. I've chosen to respect the vessel that carried me this far. The move towards spirituality. Having faced many unanswered questions in life, I began to search for meaning. That's when the focus shifted from the outside to the inside. It's not about religion, it's about stillness, about sitting with yourself long enough to hear the truth you've been avoiding. The journey of my second act continues. And as I recently crossed 60, the realization of mortality has begun to hit. We don't have forever, but we have now, and now is a good place to begin again. So if you're listening to this and you feel that quiet discomfort, that whisper telling you there's more to life than checklists and promotions, maybe it's time to pause, to ask what truly matters. Because we don't have forever, but we do have today, and that's where your second act can begin. signing off until next episode.